trend that's not so new, but always fun. Put your fingers down. So you hold up 10 fingers, and if what I say applies to you, you put one down. We're doing the INE Fellow Edition, and I only have 10 minutes, so be quick and cooperative. This is a serious business. All right, everyone, hands up, 10 fingers ready. Put a finger down if you are an INE Fellow. That's me. Put a finger down if you attended a summer residency and learned a lot from the sessions. That's also me. Put a finger down if you enjoyed and learned a lot during the tribal visits. So much. Put a finger down if you're thankful for the INE team for organizing such meaningful experiences. Put a finger down if you meet Dr. Jeffrey Hoovermill from the Culturally Sustaining Investigative STEM program. Shout out to my amazing team also, Anjanette, Laura, Michelle, Mackenzie, Melinda. Put a finger down if you've taught, lived, or are teaching on a reservation. Put a finger down if you've been teaching for 10 years or more. Put a finger down if you enjoyed writing, implementing, and sharing your curriculum units. Dr. Joseph, please take note of those who did that for the games. And put a finger down if you're a foreigner teacher. Shout out to all my Filipino teachers. And finally, put a finger down if you joined a clan race, saw some plants along the way, asked your students what they were, and most of them didn't know, so you decided to create a unit where students search for plants around them and turn their discoveries into trading cards they could be proud of. And that's me. If at least half of your fingers are down, it means you didn't just join INE. You lived it, you felt it, and you made it unforgettable. And if your fingers are still up, that's the sign to join next year. And if you've run out of fingers, well, maybe we're living in an alternate universe, because you're living my life as well. Good morning, everyone. I am Rafael Renz Yunabia, formerly from Montapi Day School in Tuba City, and now with Desert Sunset Elementary School in Bataan. Proud member of the place-based, data-rich, culturally sustaining, investigative STEM CSIS cohort. Isang maganda at mapaghugay na umaga sa inyong lahat. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Yes, that's the Pokemon theme song. Sorry if I'm not in tune. I'm Filipino, but I'm not in tune. I'm the only Filipino who's not in tune. And believe it or not, that line captures the spirit behind my project. My students love trading cards, anything that lets them collect, compare, and share stories. And one day, I thought, what if learning could feel that same way? Full of pride, curiosity, and connection. That question sparked Earth Cards, a project 2 years in the making, 2 years of growth, collaboration, and reflection that transformed an idea into something grounded in culture, curiosity, and care for the land. In this unit, students catch stories, traditions, and knowledge from their families and community, and train their science and math skills by measuring, observing, and making models based on what they learn. It's learning that connects their hearts, their hands, and their heritage. The name Earth stands for ethno-ecological approaches rooted in traditional Hopi knowledge. Patrick in 2020 describes ethno-ecology as a way communities understand and interact with the natural world. For the Hopi, this is more than knowledge. It's a relationship built on balance, gratitude, and respect. And in Principle 13 of the Phase 2, Castaño et al. In 2021 remind us that indigenous knowledge systems and languages provide strong foundations for learning, helping students connect academic content to their cultural and ecological backgrounds. That principle guided every choice in this unit. This project was designed for a small class of 7th, 5th graders. Most Hopi or mixed Hopi Navajo or pure Navajo. They're bright, curious, and eager to learn. But with only 45 minutes of science a week or less, there's little time to explore deeply. So I built a unit that brings learning outdoors, where math, science, and art intertwine through the lens of community and place. And through it began in science, I soon realized something powerful. Though this approach works in every subject, because when students see learning as a way to connect, not just complete, they begin to read with purpose, write with meaning, count with context, and speak with confidence. It's not just about what they learn, but about who they become through it. This is a 5-day journey. Day 1 is on E, explore local life. Students explore their school surroundings through the 5E inquiry model, observing and sharing, discovering through Roddy Robin. Day 2 is on ask family to share stories. That's on A. They gather oral histories about plants and animals meaningful to Hopi life. Day 3 is R, record names, uses, and meanings. They graph and compare Hopi and scientific names, learning how both tell stories of relationship. Day 4, T, turn it into a card. Using design thinking, students create their own earth cards, blending data and culture. And 5th day, H, honor your knowledge by sharing the trade cards. They quiz pairs and present their learning to younger grades and families. By the end, they don't just learn about science, they live science. They see themselves as scientists, storytellers, and caretakers of their community. In a culture of gratitude, nothing is done in isolation. The gift is passed from hand to hand and grows as it is shared. This project is that gift, rooted in family stories, carried by children and returned to the land that shaped them. To the Hopi people, although I'm leaving the Hopi land, I'm really grateful and thank you for allowing me to teach and grow on your land. This project is my love letter to you, for your patience, generosity, and wisdom that continue to guide me as I nurture the next generation. Kuya Hongnewa of Sumo Pavi once said, a Hopi is one who fulfills the meaning of Suminamo by coming together to do activities for the benefit of all, out of a compelling desire and commitment to contribute or return something of value or benefit to the society. That fruit shaped this journey. Teaching is not about keeping knowledge, it's about returning it. Now I want to end with the same way we began, with our hands. At the start, your hands were raised open, ready to share. Now I ask you to bring them close. Place your right hand over your heart, because this is more than a reflection, it's a promise. Please repeat after me. I will teach with gratitude. I will listen with humility. I will honor the stories of the land I stand on. And I will return what I've learned, so that others may rise. When we began, our hands were raised to remember where we've been. Now they rest on our hearts to remind why they began. Because this is what it means to be an IME fellow. This is what it means to teach from the heart. And this is how we keep the gift growing. And once again, a warm and beautiful morning to everyone. I can't wait to hear what each of you has created, the stories you've told, the lessons you've lived, and the projects that you've built with your students and for them. I am Rafael Yunavia, a teacher who sees endless promise in every child, a learner still shaped by every moment of growth, and a believer that when hearts connect, we plant seeds on earth that take root in the earth and grow into something far greater than ourselves. For our students, for our communities, and for each other. May we keep the gift growing. Ako si Rafael Renzo Navia, usa ka magtutudlo ng mga kita o walay pinutugdan na paglaom sa matag bata. Usa ka tikaton na nagpabiling magtuon sa matag kasinatian. O usa ka mutuo na kung magtagbo ang mga kasing-kasing, magtanong kita o mga liso nga moturog sa yuta o mutubo sa labaw sa atong kaugalingon. Good morning and thank you.